The first day of our new expansion has come and gone, and I can add another top 16 finish in a Pokemon Pocket Tournament to my resume, this time with Blastoise yet again. Blastoise got a ton of incredible upgrades in our latest card packs. Pokemon Communication, massive gain for any Stage 2, but we also gained Palkia as well as Manaphy that allow this deck to do incredibly busted things incredibly consistently. Your Manaphy draws are so difficult for anyone that's not immediately running that lead card down to keep up with. It's very easy and clean to charge up a Palkia to 4 and a Blastoise to 5 and just completely blow away the competition turn after turn in the late game. And you're not just a one trick. In games where Manaphy doesn't show up, you can lead on Palkia and start pumping out those 30 chunks of damage organically early while you slowly build up Blastoise in the backline. One of the big appeals of playing Blastoise as your finisher in this deck as opposed to Gyarados is that Blastoise can actually start attacking for 2 and even 3 energy, meaning that Palkia doesn't have to buy that much time before it can really get online. One thing that I think is worth consideration is you note that I'm playing 2 copies of Dawn in this deck, which is a card you're going to see allow us to be tricky in a couple of key spots without flipping any coins, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it's optimal to just play Misty as Old Faithful or even play a split of 1 and 1 on these supporters, because there's definitely spots where Misty could be winning us the game where Dawn doesn't quite pull through. At any rate, I hope you enjoy these games. I've got a mix of both random queue games and some tournament matches, so I wanted to make sure I sprinkled in a good variety of decks that this was playing against so you can get a better idea of how it works. If you enjoy me always bringing the latest Blastoise decks after every expansion, be sure to smash that like button for the rest of the day. Enjoy. Part of thinking ahead is thinking about the things that you realistically could and should be playing around. I prefer to think behind. Yep. Yes, Crown Rares can come from any pack, so you can get a Crown Rare Dialga out of a Palkia pack. Was the best draw on my deck. The Manaphy, Palkia 150 on your third turn is real good. And they just put a Rocky helmet on here, meaning they can't put cape on, so they are just wholly and fully cooked. So good! Why is Pokemon Communicator so good? And again, we'll hold this other Squirtle in case we find another Communicator and can use it to fish for Blastoise. A2 Ice, thank you for the 17 months, appreciate it. Trying to decide what they want to do here. Big turn. I think I just take my 2 knockout points, yeah? What do we think? Do I? Or do I charge for 1 more turn? If I play this out and attach an energy to it with Oceanic Gift, like I Oceanic Gift to both Palkias, then I can Dimensional Storm 2 turns in a row for the next 2 turns, yeah? With the Dawn? Because next turn, I swap this, put third energy here, blast. And then the following turn, I can put second energy here, retreat, Dawn, fourth energy to this, blast. And with Dimensional Storm here, they're going to need Cape and Potion for this to survive. The second Dimensional Storm. Yes, you have to be able to clear Manaphy or it's going to take over the game in a huge way. Being able to clear 50 HP early is going to be a must-have in this metagame, I would wager. Card's incredibly powerful. Pokemon Communication is not replaceable in any of the decks you see playing it. Pokemon Communication is a uniquely powerful new card that's going to add a lot of consistency to the decks that it's a part of. It is one of the many reasons you should absolutely be opening Dialga packs as your first pack. I think Pachirisu has a lot of potential. If you check my 10 new decks video from earlier this morning, there's a Pachirisu deck in there. It's my boy Blue. I would like the record to reflect, I know it's marginally confusing when I refer to Blastoise as my boy Blue because there is a card named Blue in Pokemon Pocket, but I've been calling him my boy Blue for almost 30 years and I refuse to change now. You can't make me. Don't think I'm X-speeding into Manaphy because they'll kill it next turn. They need a Giovanni to clear this, and if they can't clear this next turn, it means that I have time to build this up and finish this after the fact. I think we just hope for no Geo here. Gap, thanks for the over 6 years of Prime. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Dawn, clearly better than Misty Copium. Dawn, clearly better than Misty Copium. Guaranteed extra energy in this instance. Goated, guaranteed water energy, Dawn. Insane top decks in the Blastoise, his house. Misty who? What? My name is who? Dawn Shady. It's the dawning of the age of the Palkia. Age of the Palkia. Do 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 do. Good range there. Dawn Shady to age of the Palkia. Oh wait, that's a Manaphy, not a Squirtle. I'm gonna wait to play this out so they can't Tempo Sabrina me. I think Tempo Sabrina is more likely than Tempo Sabrina's more likely than, what's it called? Red card. Looking for a second basic here. Exactly that. Lovely. I don't even need to communicate, chat. We just have it all. My kingdom, then I have to click on the only 2 Pokemon on my bench. Gosh, Manaphy is strong. So I get to attach an energy for the turn here too. So I literally just get to go energy here, Oceanic Gift, and then I threaten to clear with Palkia next turn. That's wild. This card is crazy with first energy advantage. I would assume Pokemon Communication gets you something different every time, Jake. Oh gosh, and I get to X speed this out so I can Dawn the energy later. Actually, I just do it now, right? Use my supporter for the turn. Let's me charge Blastoise up. That's impressive. I'm kind of picking up what's getting put down here for sure. Yes, the Melmetals weather the storm just fine. We're hoping to draw our second X speed next turn, so that way we can win with Blastoise's big cannon. If they kill your... No, they have no knockout points. Is there a reason to retreat? Well, I don't think it matters, right? Because if they Cyrus me, I don't think it matters. I think I could do... I think either one. This way I get to deny him a knockout point, I guess. Unless they have a Cyrus. I think it's relevant. Our start was just very silly. It was very silly and no Misty involved. Mr. Toys here. Don't care about no full health Melmetal. He starts cracking for big numbers here. Bud. First energy advantage is actually kind of a mixed bag here because the opponent's an Executor deck, so like we like having first energy advantage with Mana Fee, but like if they go first and have Executor and hit heads, it's like kind of great for them. Yep. Oh, they're playing Rampy Eggs? Really? Weird. Obviously, we're hoping to draw either a Squirtle or a second Palkia here. Love to start on research. Second Manphy is actually not terrible. Well, let's just get to have it all. The second Manphy is actually nice because it means that if they kill this first one with the heads, we can put the second one up and use Oceanic Gift again, because both our finishers are EXs, so them getting 2 points off of us to start is a wash compared to them getting just 1. Opponent notably has 1 copy of Cyrus, is something we're going to want to play around, so we can't safely retreat things necessarily. They also have a Giant Cape, which can get their Executor EX outside of Blastoise range. No Executor, that's incredible for us. And we hit the War Turtle. All right, well, I think I put this energy here, so that way if they put the Celebi up next turn with a Leaf or an X speed, we threaten to knock it out. I am fairly confident that Cape is better than Potion most of the time. I am not confident that that Communicator is better than Slab and Psychic decks. That one's closer. If they don't have Executor here, I think the game is done. Yeah, I think the game is done. So we go Energy here, put Blastoise out, clear this, and then Palkia is ready to clear anything they have in the back. Unchecked Mana Fee is actually absurd. That's a fun observation on Potion versus Cape. Potion can help prevent Osiris. It's a good fun thought. Dawn would have even let us deal a big chunk here. It doesn't matter. Cape only puts these Celebes to 150. Even if they put one up and clear the Blastoise, we still got them. Clean game to start our tournament here. These coins do not matter. We rolled high this game for sure. If by rolled high you mean had my stage 2, then sure. Oops, energy advantage. Can we have a Manphy starting there? We do not. We have a full Blastoise line though, which is not bad. What's our best possible opener? Like research into Manphy Palkia X speed? This coin's a big deal. Okay, swing and miss. Need an X speed real bad to not go into a tempo black hole here. Okay. That could be Manphy, 66%. Maybe because they're a Cyrus deck, I'm supposed to put the energy on my Palkias. There's a real possibility there. It's not something I considered. No Sabrina, and they don't have a second Cyrus. If they don't hit heads here on the Executor and I get another charge with Manphy, I think we're actually in an okay spot. That mostly doesn't matter. I'm not playing Giovanni, so I'm gonna have to hit this twice regardless. So if I attach an energy here manually, and then I Manphy this, I go up to 5, and then next turn I attach to 6 and go down to 3. Yeah, that tracks, right? I'm gonna go ahead and Pokemon Communicator and put the Blastoise in, looking for our other Squirtle. Do I want to build a Blastoise here? I have one War Turtle and 8 cards. Another Communicator as well. Where I put the Oceanic Gift Energy is a big deal. One's definitely going here. I think it might be here. It's close, though. So the problem is with putting it on the other Palkia is I'm not really threatening another Palkia hit with it, even if I do that. The War Turtle that got knocked out with an energy earlier this game was a pretty big mistake. I probably should have put that energy on a Palkia. It'd be in a better spot if I had done that. I think I do this to threaten another one. And that gives me the ability to pivot to the Blastoise still. Let's do this. I'll do this. I'll do this. That's close. Yeah, this is the line, because this line means that I can retreat this, put this up with 3, and then have 4 into 5 off the Dawn and clear their back one guaranteed. Now, obviously, if they have Superior with the Celebi, they could just get us. But our Dawn here means that if they don't clear the Blastoise next turn, we win the game. Which I think is all we can really ask for. said, with our copy of Dawn, if they can't clear Blastoise, they only have one superior, so maybe it's in their bottom 4. Or maybe they only hit 3 heads out of 10. This is their line for sure. This is our line as well. Yep. I hate that it makes you wait for the coin. So annoying. This would be a perfect opener if we had first energy advantage. Them having first energy advantage, less good. Them opening on Snivy, not good for them either, though. So we got that going for us. Is there any reason to play my basics out here? Yeah, I want to get Squirtle evolving ASAP. At that point, I might as well play the Palkia. This last slot's probably going to be another Manphy. So that way they knock out this one, and then we put the second one up to charge things as well. I think that's our opener a lot of the time in a matchup like this. We make them clear both Manaphy's and then have 2 big things ready to start blasting. War Turtle, lovely. Miss their stage 1 here for as long as possible. The next coin is the one we need them to miss. To talk about Pokemon communication, sequencing here, Pokemon communication is not Pokeball. It doesn't thin your deck. It pulls 1 card out and puts 1 card in. So there's not a huge incentive to fire it off ASAP if you're not going to use it right away. I really need this to not happen for a turn. Cool. They have their cape, we could be in trouble. If they don't have their cape to save the Executor, we're in a really good spot. But otherwise, they could definitely have lines. No cape, cool. So now Blastoise clears this in 1 with 5 energy. And then, so long as they don't go superior into 4 heads, we're good to go. Hey, without superior, it's over, which they only have 1 of. And with Superior, we still have lines. Solid set for us. No Giovanni is noteworthy. No Cyrus, one Sabrina. First energy advantage is probably good for them. Opening on Manaphy is good for us, but no other basics. Not Stellar, obviously. Got a couple of draws here at least. It's the, honestly, best draw in our deck. Hopefully it gives us 2 basics. I'm actually gonna wait a turn to play this because there's no red card in their deck. There's no reason to play another basic out this turn. And not playing it gives me the highest chance to draw a basic next turn. Ideally, I want 2 basics to Oceanic Gift onto. They have 1 copy of Sabrina, so if they have their 1 Sabrina and then one of their 2 Lucarios, the game probably ends on the spot. Because I didn't Pokeball last turn and can't evolve to War Turtle. There's the Sabrina. Do they have the Lucario? No, it doesn't matter because they put the energy in the back. Any basic. Any basic. Oh, I mean, sure. Wish granted, sucker. You did say any. I did. Accurate. If they don't knock this out next turn, I think we're done. Why not put up the Healthy Man fee? Because the Healthy Man fee is going to eat it to a Lucario either way. Honestly, even with the Lucario, this game is probably done, yeah? So I go Blastoise, clear. They hit Blastoise for 60 down to 120, but then I clear it back and I'm ready to blast anything else in a single go. I guess they can go Aerodactyl, deal 100, and then they can go no, they can't go Aerodactyl because I clear it and get the last 2 points. It's an EX. I was thinking they could go 100 into 60, but if I clear this, I win the game, so that's not a line for them. And they don't have another Lucario here, so I think we're in. I think this is checkmate. Yeah, they don't have enough energy, right? Because they can put an energy here, but then they don't have energy here. They needed this energy not on here, speculatively. Their draw just not panning out for them. Just taking game actions, but the game is over. $120 is not $160. Manaphy on the opener, but they have first energy advantage. Bulky is not bad. Want to decline playing bench Pokemon out here because they can't clear Manaphy in one, and they could Sabrina one of these up, which would be annoying for me. I prefer that didn't happen. I guess putting my Blastoise evolution one turn behind is potentially bad against an Aerodactyl, though. But I'm probably going into Palkia as my second play anyways, so 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. Maybe with the X speed, I'm just supposed to play them out. I assume the no attack means we're just getting Lucario'd. We swap War Turtle for another basic. Oh, that's a good call. Yeah, I should totally dig for the other Manaphy here. Because after they clear this, I would have ideally put up another Manaphy, and now I'm locked into putting the Palkia up. Yeah. It's a mistake on my part. I want the X speed for later, so I think it's wrong to put the War Turtle up and try and go into the Manaphy with it. So Aerodactyl clears Palkia next turn. I'm saying that out loud for myself just as much as all of you at home. Let's Communication and try and find my Squirtle to give me another bench to play around Sabrina a little bit. I could clear with Blastoise, but I don't have a second X speed, so I can't clear the Aerodactyl the following turn. But the Aerodactyl also only deals 80, which seems fine for us. I can X speed to the Manaphy and put energy on both of these and then do that the following turn. I don't know, there's kind of value in just clearing the Lucario this turn. I think I want to just clear the Lucario. It's close though. There could be merit to like giving them the second point on the Manaphy and time on these animations. Because the problem now is they get to 80 me with the Aerodactyl and then retreat to something else, and then the Mars Shadow can clear the Blastoise. Is the issue. And the Riolu here means that I actually just lose to another Lucario. Yeah, the opponent made great choices this game. I think I messed up at a couple of points. If this Dawn was a copy of Misty, I could flip a coin to if this Dawn was a copy of Misty, I could have flipped a coin to win the game here. is noteworthy. A couple of slops in my sequencing this game for sure. I'm gonna put an energy on here and then hit this for 40. And if I find War Turtle next turn, which is likely with Cape in my draw, we can clear this with War Turtle, and then they only have one knockout point, so the Marshadow doesn't win them the game from there. Have it. So there's a Blastoise, a War Turtle, and a Dawn in my deck. And there's the War Turtle. And then with my copy of Dawn here, the Blastoise can deal 100 next turn, so I think that's checkmate. And I navigated these end turns well. I think there were some slops in the beginning to the middle of the game I'd have to go back and look at to really think through what was a mistake, but these last like 3 or 4 turns, I think I made good choices. Games like this show the depth of this game. I completely agree. So many little things. And they know we deterministically have Dawn, because there's only one card left in my deck and we have 2 Dawns. Full Greninjaline, 2 Farfetch'd, 2 Marshadow, 1 Hitmonlee. They have no water energy is noteworthy. Interesting range of utility cards, 1 Geo, 1 Cyrus, 1 Sabrina, 1 X-Speed, 1 Communication. I think we're leading Palkia here. It seems like it's probably solid. A big BP health pool. They hit me for 40, I hit them for 30. They hit me for 40, I hit them for 30. Seems good. I'm gonna make sure I don't get tempoed by a Sabrina this turn. So I'm gonna decline playing the Squirtle. It puts me behind 1 turn on my evolution, but I think that's fine. Means I get to guaranteed crack for 30 next turn. This seems like a matchup where Palkia dealing 30 for 1 should be very solid for us. What happens if I just let the Palkia die and I just go all in on the Squirtle? I hit it, I put an energy, I hit it. No, I think we attack. I think we attack. I play the other one of these out. Playing the other one out is bad against Sabrina later, but it's better against Sabrina now. 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. They're more likely to have the Sabrina later than right now, I suppose. Dropped off a little bit as we moved into the evening, but that's fine. Slash expected. I'm gonna Pokemon Commuter the Blastoise back and see if I could like find another Palkia to play around Sabrina here. Perfect. Okay. So this lets me power this up without worrying about them going Marshadow, Sabrina this up, clear it, and then I only have a 70 HP thing left. With their deck playing both Hitmonlee and Cyrus, we really don't want to retreat low health things back to our bench. If this was a Misty, we'd have a coin flip to clear the Mars Shadow here, which is something I've kind of been thinking about. So I'm completely torn on whether or not Dawn or Misty is better. Might even be right to just play one of each, honestly. It's just one of those things where spots one is better than the other. If they have their Sabrina and Sabrina up the Palkia, there could be a combination of things that get us here. If they don't Sabrina up the Palkia here, I think we're checkmate. Yeah, Blastoise just takes points 2 turns in a row here. Already have a point. And again, I think it's really worth highlighting the spots where the Blastoise is markedly better than Gyarados. Because I think that's a consideration for this type of shell. And I've played a lot of spots in a lot of games today where Blastoise is markedly better than Gyarados. Being able to attack for 2 and 3 has been super, super relevant. And getting up to 160 as a break point has also felt important a number of times. Do you ever use the 150 ability on Palkia? Yeah, in the games where you lead Manaphy, you'll 150 quite often. Most attractive thing about Gyarados is that it's a one-stage evolution. Yeah, but Pokemon communication makes that smooths out some of the variance on this. Far-fetched lead into my Manaphy is scary. They have 1 Giovanni. Although I suppose if they Giovanni quack the Manaphy, my Palkia just gets to slide right on in, yeah? Which is nice. I'll play this other Manaphy out too, so that way, if they clear this or Sabrina me, it just is a wash. And then, notably here, my opponent's only on a singular Giovanni, so it's going to take them 2 turns to clear through this Manaphy. I would like a Squirtle or another Palkia, please. I think this is a spot where, because I have Manaphy, I go fishing for a basic. We swung and we missed, and we're technically a little bit worse off, but I think that's a worthwhile shot to take there. You always get me to pick Blastoise back up. Listen, chat, I don't have 2 flared 2-star Blastoises to not play them, okay? Alright, 1 Pokeball, 2 Research, 1 Palkia, 2 Squirtle. So unlucky. Game's looking scuffed. Not enough basics. Next one. There's going to be a bunch of tournaments with a bunch of people playing a bunch of things, and maybe we'll be able to make some data-driven conclusions after this weekend. Rhinova, thank you for the 2 years. I appreciate that. Welcome back. They can't have Farfetch'd plus Giovanni 2 games in a row, right? Right? Palkia has a lovely draw. So even if they have the Giovanni here, we'll get to put Palkia up and start cracking that, and then we build towards blue in the back. They don't have the Geo, and we get even a single round off of Manaphy. It's a pretty solid deal for us. Gotta put the other Manaphy out, yeah? The way, and this works out this way a lot in this deck. You basically just give up both your Manaphies, and then you're closing on an EX. So you're like, okay, you kill this one, and then I'm gonna put this one up, and we'll activate it once or twice, and then you're gonna have to kill one of our big chunkers in the back. Although I suppose Greninja makes that a little scary. We just Dawn now, right? We just go Blastoise Dawn, clear the duck, and then they don't have water energy, so they get to like revenge me next turn, but I'm still at 80 then. And this is like, you know, people keep asking about Dawn versus Misty. There's spots like this where just like Dawn's the guaranteed extra and I don't have to flip a coin. And like, yeah, there's spots where like Misty would be 50% to get me a game win, but like when Dawn is getting me the game win, she's 100% to get me the game win. Hey, Wiener, thank you for the brand new Prime, appreciate it. And then I go 4th energy on Blastoise, next turn, clear the Marshadow, and then the 5th energy means I'm clearing the Greninja in 1-2. Palkia, Darkrai, and Dialga are almost assuredly like meta staple cards. They are neat designs that go in decks that definitely want them, and are reasonably powerful. Yeah, Dawn is really strong in decks that have 1 energy retreat cost with X speed, because they basically let you pull the character out and then move their energy to your active. Another hats off for Blastoise, where Gyarados would just not have been the same.